Shalom YouTube. This is me back again. It's just a topic that I wanted to talk about today as far as it concerns with my sisters. Um, I don't know if you all have heard of Austin Holloman or O'Shea Duke Jackson. They're pretty big in the YouTube world as far as Austin Holloman kind of started the Passport Bros. And O'Shea Duke Jackson is very big in like the Pan-African movement. And they both have interesting commentary. I'm going to actually watch their collab. I'm not sure when it drops, but I saw earlier that they're going to be doing a video together. My hands are dirty being at charcoal. But yeah, I saw them doing a video together. And I'm quite interested to know what they're going to be talking about, because the last topic I saw from Austin was him saying black men need to get African wives. And I'm starting to notice a trend amongst the black men on YouTube. They are starting to get to the point where I believe that they're almost completely done and have lost all hope for the African American woman. And you know, I talk about how the effects of slavery, 400 years of slavery, gentrification, Jim Crow, all of these things had a significant effects upon our people in America. And it really took away a lot of the things that because we are, it is my belief that we are Hebrew, we are Israelites. So we have a very valuable set of traditions. We have a culture that is very beautiful, and typically the women in our culture are and can be likened to Middle Eastern women, Asian women, African women who have been taught and grew up with the idea that it is important and it is imperative to be submissive and agreeable, and to be wives and to be mothers and homemakers, to cook meals, to clean. These are skills and qualities and traditions that are set, I dare say, in stone for these women. And women in America of African descent have forgot that those traditions are ours as well. I dare say we showed the world how to be that way. And it's crazy because now our men, black men, quote unquote, are going to other countries and looking for other women who have the qualities that we set precedent for. So now that we've been in America, I won't say we because I'm not in America no more, nor am I single anymore. I'm married. But when I was in this mindset, when I was in America, it's like being in America makes you I don't even know a good word for it, but it sucks the good out of anybody. Like an Asian woman who grew up with great values and traditions could go to America for a year, and I don't want to guarantee, but I'm like 80% sure she's going to begin to lose those traditions and values and start acting crazy and acting like a little city girl, because that's what America does to you. And it's very pointed and it's very strategic for the woman, because all they want to do in America is break down the nuclear family. They don't want a husband, a wife, and children. They want a wife and a wife, or a husband and a husband, and or baby mamas and stuff like that. So African American women unfortunately have got really caught up in the American culture, which is nothing. It's based on nothing but a lot of wickedness. It's women thinking that they're above men. It's feminism, and it has nothing to do with the African American woman. It shouldn't, right? Because that's why we need to detach ourselves from America, period. But that's a whole nother video. Right now I just want to talk about how I'm not sure how much more time African American women have to find husbands and to be wives, because our men are catching on to the fact that they don't have to tolerate what's in America. They can get their passports, they can leave, and they can go find wives who will love and respect and be submissive to them somewhere else. And the title of Austin's video that got me thinking about this topic is black men should have African wives. And it's like, I can't be mad because, well, I can't be mad because like I said, this don't really got nothing to do with me anymore, but I definitely remember a time when it did have something to do with me. But a lot of my sisters, it's just very unfortunate that we are watching our men, or y'all are watching the men of our community leave in droves and be done with the African American, the black woman, when the black woman has the capacity to do the same things that women in these other countries are doing. We can be submissive, we can be traditional, if we just stop listening to what America is telling you to do. Stop listening to the music. Stop letting the entertainment world run your life, telling you that that a man, that you need, what's it called, a high value man. Are you a high value woman? And a high value woman has nothing to do with how much money you make or how many things you have. Being a high value woman means that you're submissive, you're quiet, you're agreeable, you're traditional, that you are kind and you're honest, that you're willing to listen and learn. It has nothing to do with how much money you have. You're not a man. Okay, being a high value man has to do with how many things you have and how far and how much respect you have in life. You're not a man. So there are not a lot of high value women, period. So our men are leaving the country to go find these high value women, to go find these traditional women. And women in Africa, like for example, are doing what we should have been taught to do, which is be wives and mothers. And it's crazy that a woman who looks like you is taking your men. This should upset all African American women, and not upset you. Like, don't go get mad at the African woman. Don't go get mad at the Asian woman. What you should do is look in the mirror and start to self-evaluate and begin to think like, what am I doing? What can I do rather to become more attractive to the black man? What is the black man looking for? How can I be that? How can I let these American ideology and mindset go so that I can begin to be attractive to my men again? Like, that is just very important. Like, we're all getting older. None of us women are getting younger. And the older you get as a woman, unfortunately, the less desirable you are. There's nothing that anybody can do with that. So, it's important for us to start thinking about these things now. And if you don't believe me, y'all can go watch Austin Holloman's videos and see how see what the men in his comments be saying. I'll be reading the comments. See what those men are saying. Those are black, single, some of them are probably very successful men. See what they're saying. And or O'Shea Duke Jackson, see what they're saying on his videos. Men are sick of the shit. Okay, many of us women in America are single mothers. Many of us have bad attitudes, have a lot of things to work from and heal from. And for us to have the audacity to think that a man should just take us as we are and pass by on the opportunity to be with great women like the ones in Africa or Asia or Spain or South America or wherever, you crazy, you delusional, you done lost your mind to think that that you have a higher value than those women. You have to work to get back to what was taken from us, unfortunately. But that's just the truth of the matter. And I believe that this is a good wake-up call for my sisters, and I hope that they take it the right way and don't get mad at the women and don't get mad at the men, but instead begin to change, because that's what really needs to happen. And I believe if we begin to talk about different things, stop accepting this music, stop following the narrative of the independent black woman and all of that stuff, I think that our men will start to notice, because honestly, I think they want to be with us. They would rather be able to find a woman in the country where they're at, We're the reason why they're having to go off into another country, fly 20, 30 hours to go find a wife or a girlfriend who will listen to them and be submissive. That's crazy. So hopefully this video reaches somebody's ears, and the woman who listens begins to hold herself more accountable and not get offended. Because I know I used to get real offended when people used to tell me about myself, but if nobody ever tells you about yourself, how are you going to know the truth? So I appreciate you for listening, and I hope that y'all have a great weekend. Father's Day coming up. Y'all need to start thinking about the men in y'all lives and how y'all gonna honor them. And please, if you're a single mother, you're not a father, do not tell yourself Happy Father's Day. Okay, peace. Shalom.